Hey guys, there's a lot of simplifying operation on Facebook that the Meta is doing to enable people to have free expression on the app, and that is very, very good. You can listen to the voice of Mark Zuckerberg. As you listen, you get to know a lot of things that Facebook want to simplify for all users to enjoy. Now watch.
Expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs,
Exactly.
terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes.
They make
Even if
mistakes.
they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes, similar to X.
If they can actually take that fact checker, sometimes they take rash decision even when you put out content content that are not having any problem. Facebook will strike them. But then these are systems sometimes make mistake. That is what they want to correct, and it's very important for you to know that Facebook Meta company is trying all they can in order to simplify users experience. It's very important. Now continue.
Starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So, over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse. What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far. So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms.
Good.
Third,
Very important. So now people will have the ability to express themselves, to share their opinion on the social media platform, especially Meta, Facebook. It's very important so that people will not be scared to say some kind thing. A lot of people want to air their view, especially on politics, on a lot of things happening in our society. But then the system is so rigid in a way that you cannot actually come out to say and express yourself. So that is what they want to do, and it's very, very good. Thank you, Meta. Thank you.
we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now, we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action.
Exactly. Sometimes Facebook, little violation, they'll strike you, bring out your content. But now, with all this, you can clearly see that Facebook will not just take down content based on minor violation. It will be based on report on that particular content. It is very good. Sometimes system is designed to checkmate all those violations, but sometimes system can fail, system can make mistakes. That is why they want to improve. They want to improve on their system and simplify their operation, their policy for it to be user friendly. It's very important.
The problem is that the filters make mistakes, and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't. So by
Yes.
dialing them back, we're going to dramatically reduce the amount of censorship on our platforms. We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down.
Yeah, it is very important. By simplifying this, reducing their violations, their community standard, they would definitely going to catch less violators and bad eggs. Okay, but one positive thing about this is that those who all this policy, all these fact checkers will bring down their content, they will definitely see the positivity in it. But a lot of bad eggs will go scot free. But then the system is improving. Nice one to Meta. Meta company is doing well, upgrading their system, simplifying their operation and their policy for it to be user friendly. Nice one, nice one. You can continue.
Fourth, we're bringing back civic content. For a while, the community asked to see less politics because it was making people stressed. So we stopped recommending these posts. But it feels like we're in a new era now, and we're starting to get feedback that people want to see this content again. So we're going to start phasing this back into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads while working to keep the communities friendly and positive. Fifth, we're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US based content review is going to be based in Texas. As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams. Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more. The US has the strongest constitutional protections for free expression in the world.
Good.
Europe has an ever increasing number of laws institutionalizing censorship and making it difficult to build anything innovative there. Latin American countries have secret courts that can order companies to quietly take things down. China has censored our apps from even working in the country. The only way that we can push back on this global trend is with the support of the US government. And that's why it's been so difficult over the past 4 years when even the US government has pushed for censorship. By going after us and other American companies, it has emboldened other governments to go even further. But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it.
Good.
It'll take time to get this right, and these are complex systems.
Definitely.
They're never going to be perfect. There's also a lot of illegal stuff that we still need to work.
Yes, I like what he said. He said it's going to take time to get it done. It's going to take time to get all of this done. But, they will try as much as possible to improve their system. System cannot be 100% perfect, but then they can actually do better. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, this is Daniel Oviedo. Informative content that will give you good information that you need. This is the place. You can do well to hit the subscribe button, share this video, and see you in my next video. Thank you very much. Bye.